And we are back. Joining us on the couch at the moment is a man with many hats. And he wears them effortlessly. He's an actor, model, voiceover artist, a self-defense grandmaster, fight choreographer. Well, he's here to tell us everything and more about himself. He's Victor Akhimen. You are welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for being here. Now, quickly, let's talk about acting and just get it out of the way. Because, I mean, you're a pharmacist. You're a karate instructor. You own a karate academy. You are a voiceover artist. You are a fight choreographer. You do it all. And you still find the time to, you know, pursue your passion, which is acting. Tell us about your journey so far in the movie industry.
I would say I started my journey long ago before I even knew it. I joined the choir when I was quite young.
Okay.
I was like 10 years old then, and you know, it required you staying on stage and singing and doing all sorts of things. So I got used to the stage. And when I was quite younger, I was a serious stammerer.
Really?
Yeah, I stammered a lot. So I always wish I could speak to crowds. And I knew that the key to success is communication. So I worked a lot on that. So that's why I haven't joined martial arts, to become more calm. So I started Taekwondo when I was that young.
Okay.
So fast forward, went to school, you know, university too. I was busy in university. I read pharmacy actually, but I took part in many things. Drama societies, the choir again. I was a music director for the church choir and also assistant music director for University of Benin choir.
Wow.
So I was quite, even the dean of pharmacy then was afraid for me. He called me to the office.
Because you're involved in so many things.
Yeah, say, are you this, you do this. Then I was a cartoonist too.
Wow.
For the Sun magazine. You know, I had A1 in fine arts when I was in school. So I was a cartoonist for the Sun magazine, cartoonist for vintage people under a mentor called Albert Ohams. So I was a quite busy person in school. So I learned how to juggle things together because in school I was called an NFA, you know, people that don't read much but pass. So I play, but when it comes to 2 weeks to the exam, I sit down and I do it. So fast forward again, I started my career as a salesman, you know, did pharmaceutical sales for 10 years where I rose from sales rep to sales manager and national sales manager for Pharmadeco PLC. Later I got bored and I joined telecoms. I worked in Globacom for over 7 years. I left as an acting director for sales. So then, you know, it was about presenting. I was selling solutions. So it was about talking to banks, big organizations, convincing them to buy in millions. So the act of answering questions was part of me. Then later I went to Airtel too, where I became head of corporate sales before I finally left. So all these things has been going on. So when somebody saw me, saw my stature and said, hey, why not try acting? And I gave it a go. And it's just 3 years. I've just spent 3 years. I've done a lot. I've done 3 series. My first job was a series. I've done Dilemma series. I've done Covenant series.
You were also in the Far From Home series as well?
Yeah, I was in Far From Home series. Then also I've done a lot of modeling jobs, Vitaphone adverts, many adverts. I've done some voiceover works too. So I think I'm the whole package in industry.
You are the whole package.
Actor, model,
definitely.
and voiceover artist.
And voiceover artist. Now, let's talk about you being a fight choreographer, because we have seen movies where their fight scenes are not, they've been quite questionable, right? Have you been involved in any fight choreography in any of the movies?
Not at the moment, because I just want to, I have seen people come to me for such deals, but you know, the industry sometimes has a very funny side where people don't want to pay for the experts.
Yeah.
You know, many people who do fight choreography, most of them are not well-grounded artists.
Yes, sir.
If you look at Hollywood and the rest, people who do fight choreography, people who are grounded in the art. I'm a 7th-degree karate black belt. I've been black belt for over 30 years. Former Africa Vice President for Shutoro Karate. And presently, I'm the technical director for mixed martial arts in Nigeria under Nigerian Mixed Martial Arts Federation. My job is to produce the next Isreal Adesanya of this world.
Okay.
So that tells you that I know my onions. I train regularly, so I know what I'm talking about. So sometimes when you look at Nollywood today, you see some people doing dancing, and they say they are that they're doing martial arts or they're fighting, or you want to do a crash program, you bring in some actors, train them for 3 months, and you say they want to do well. No. The superstars in Nollywood, as in Hollywood, they spend years and years of work. You want to talk about Jet Li, you want to talk about Donnie Yen, all of them, they spend time.
Now let's talk about you as a karate fighter.
Yes.
You've run an academy now for over
10 years now.
10 years.
Yeah.
How has that been, especially because we're in the part of the world where karate, would you say, is not really our thing? Yes, we have a lot of young people who are interested in it, but it is not our thing. We also have martial arts as well, which, you know, your academy also does as well. So tell us, how has that experience been, especially working with, you know, young people who are, you know, interested in, you know, being martial artists?
Well, first and foremost, we need to understand what martial arts is all about, or karate is all about.
Yeah.
I tell you, my success to date is, well, God in particular, and also my knowledge of martial arts and karate. You know, one thing is to believe in God, another is to believe in yourself. That's where karate comes in. Karate gives you self-control, discipline, serious work ethics, never die attitude, and so on and so forth. So when I sell my karate as a businessman, I don't sell it as a fighting stuff, no. Fighting or self-defense is the last reason why we do karate.
Okay.
Karate is, for one, to foster the spirit of effort, to guard against impetuous courage, to defend the path of truth, to uphold justice. These are things I tell my kids to recite regularly so it become part of them. Okay. To respect your elders.
So it's more than just fighting.
It's a philosophy.
Instilling moral values.
Yes, and also to contribute to the society, I try to beat bullying. How do I beat bullying? I bring children who are, you know, I tell parents, what the root cause or the root way you can take care of bullying is when the family are bonded. So when you see, I have parents training with their children, because when they see me training, see my son is 10 years old, he's a black belt already. Oh, wow. So they're encouraged to see. So instead of coming to drop your child and go, you want to join. And I have a lot of elites who I train through my staff all over the country, online and everything. So it's quite interesting. So I have a niche I'm carving, because I believe bullying, I've done a lot of talks on TV on bullying. Bullying is not what we know. When a child is special, he will be bullied. But to be successful, you need to maintain that specialness of yourself. Very true. So some kids get beaten down to become average. You are beautiful, they'll bully you. You are ugly, they'll bully you. Yeah. You are small, they'll bully you. You are very intelligent, they'll bully you. So what do? I teach these kids to be themselves.
To stand up for
yes,
themselves.
And bullying happens. How does bullying happen? Somebody's in class, they take your pen, you look around, you don't see who took it, and people are laughing at you in the class. You feel, my class, no.
I mean, what you're doing is commendable, and we appreciate you for the efforts that you are, you know, your efforts in contributing to the saneness in our society today. Thank you so much for being, you know, part of the show and for joining us on the couch today. Thank you. And that's it for now, guys. We have to go on a quick break. Alex Cross joins us shortly. Stay with us.